Dogs are often described as loyal.
Oh, you hear that, Max? Say hi.
And as man's best friend, and that isn't because people just haphazardly throw words around. These dogs display it in heroic fashion, through fire, through water. Hey, these dogs are gonna be heroes no matter what you throw at them.
Hey there, fella. What's your name? Fluff?
Whether it's the elements, or in some cases, actual bad guys. When Buddy's owner was trapped in his burning home, Buddy ran off to get help. Literally. A cop was responding to the call, but his GPS froze, and he couldn't find the way. Buddy showed up and led the cop through the roads all the way to the burning house. Time for cops to ditch the untrustworthy GPS and just get German Shepherds instead. Here's another German Shepherd who's been well trained in the art of protect my family. His teacher, this 5-year-old girl. As they show you with this stage scenario, the girl uses a command word to trigger her dog into protect mode. Yeah, you want no part of this dog in protect mode. And he looks so cute and cuddly sitting on the porch back when he was just in chill mode. Forget the Jedis on the silver screen. This dog named Jedi is a real-life hero. His best bud is Luke, who has diabetes. Jedi has been trained to detect the changes in Luke's body. One night, Luke went to bed, and his blood sugar levels dropped dangerously low. No worries, Jedi was there and immediately started jumping on the bed to alert his parents. Saved Luke's life. No lightsaber necessary. Gilmore is another German Shepherd who has the life mission of protecting his family. His little friend is in trouble, and Gilmore pounces on her attacker like he's a big ribeye. Attackers beware. If you catch a case of Gilmore, you'll soon be chopped liver. 3 women's lives were saved by heroes Dave and Baxter. The 3 women were swept into the water by the current, and when a dog walker and his son were out walking the 2 dogs, Baxter was alerted to their distress and raised the alarm, leading Dave and the men to dive into the lake. Dave pulled the woman from the lake where Baxter waited to bring them the rest of the way. This was true teamwork, superhero style. Watch these 2 dogs take off out of their house and run across the street. Getting into mischief? Actually, just saving their owner's life. When Maureen Hatcher suffered a stroke, she fell on the floor and told her dogs, Bella and Sadie, Mommy needs help. They busted out of the house, ran, and got a neighbor. The neighbor showed up, called 911, and Maureen's life was saved. Thanks to the hospital, first responders, the neighbor, and of course, Bella and Sadie. This dog, Clover, got an amazing idea in an emergency. Clover and owner Haley were out for a walk when Haley suddenly had a seizure and collapsed.
All I remember is waking up in the ambulance and being very confused.
No one was around. Clover couldn't wake Haley and then got an idea. Stepping into the road and stopping a car. Clover knew someone in a car could help. That's a smart dog that could now land a job as an emergency responder or even a traffic controller if she wanted. Well, if you wanted to hop into the lake and go for a swim, these dogs may have something to say about that. Luckily, this guy was just swinging into the lake for fun, but watch how these dogs reacted thinking he was in trouble. They may make it hard if he ever wanted to practice his professional cannonball career, but if it's all for the sake of knowing you'll be saved if you're ever in trouble, then it's all worth it. Those beware of the dog signs aren't jokes. This guy is fixing to break into the house, but he clearly chose the wrong house. He found out in a flurry of fear as this pit bull let him know, hey fool, I live here. Any other future criminals will either be mauled by this pit bull or maybe deterred from the house altogether. Moxie and Miley just sounds like a superhero duo. And they were in this moment. When a cobra was about to enter a house where a 1-year-old baby was sleeping, they jumped into action, working together like Thor and Captain America. They stopped the cobra from entering, in turn saving that baby's life. And they did it without a hammer and shield. So, Moxie and Miley are actually better than any Avengers. No offense, Thor.
Strongest Avenger.
Access denied.
Austin is a young boy who suffers from epilepsy, needing to have a caregiver with him at all times. Now, that caregiver is Nico, the German Shepherd. And yeah, Nico stays with Austin all the time. And when Austin had a seizure in school, Nico saved him, kept him from falling, got the nearest adult, and saved the day. His reward? Not a key to the city, just a key to the kibble. All the kibble. This is Jerry and Aru. One is a baby, the other is apparently the baby's bodyguard? This dog can never let that baby not be by his side. When the baby is taken from a nap with him, his thought process can be described as must find baby, must protect baby from water, must approve of all activities baby is a part of. If this family takes their baby behind a closed door, little doggy knocks. Hey, I'm the bodyguard. I have to be in here if the baby's in here. This kid's got a deal better than having Secret Service. This rescue dog is a real rescue dog. Watch him run out of nowhere to save his drowning owner. Okay, this is just practice, but how else is he gonna be ready if this ever occurs? And he's absolutely ready. Look how fast he is. I think his response time is better than 911. This pitbull has got the long paw of the law. Someone was burglarizing a house and attacking the homeowner. Before things escalated more, the neighbor with Tip the Pit approached. She put Tip in sicko mode as he stood on his two back legs and snarled and growled and scared that burglar off, who was later caught. Smartest move the burglar made on the day of dumb decisions? Getting out of there before Tip was released from his leash. This is the dog every kid wants. Didn't all kids wish they wouldn't be scolded by their parents? When this kid's parents chastise her, the dog steps in. Oh no you don't! Don't wag that finger at her! Not only does this dog stop the scolding, but he gives reassuring hugs of comfort. You're okay now, I'm here. I won't let them ground you. 18-month-old Bryson was playing in the yard when suddenly Shiloh the dog bolted towards him. A copperhead snake was in the grass, and Shiloh grabbed that thing and tossed it away like yesterday's trash. Like jumping in front of someone to take a bullet, Shiloh took the bite from the snake. He got some swelling, but ultimately was okay. If it were Bryson who got bit, he may not have made it. Now, Shiloh's got a free belly rubs for life card. As he was closing his shop, a mugger ran in and attacked him. As the two fought, the store owner's hairy security guard ran out and really earned those 15 bones an hour, biting the mugger's leg and sending him fleeing into the night. Time for a raise, huh? What do you do when one of the most venomous snakes in the world is about to enter your house? You go back in time, get a loyal pup like this one, and rest easy. This dog stops this snake from getting into the house and saves his owner from potentially getting bit. There's a time travel mission that worked perfectly. This little girl thought she could retrieve her ball from the river by herself. Her dog, gentleman that he is, couldn't allow this young woman to do this herself. That's the gentleman's code. Plus, she could have been injured. He pulled her to safety and grabbed the ball for her. Dang, he does everything. Does he open doors for her too? Alright, whether it's deep water or shallow water, dogs know that water can be dangerous. Maybe even better than watching Jackie Chan disarm Chris Tucker in Rush Hour is watching this guy think he can just come in and rob the store at gunpoint. And then out of nowhere comes this hero dog and disarms him. And then like a buddy cop movie, dog and store owner chase the would-be robber out of the store. Roll credits, cue blooper reel. Air Bud's already a thing. How about a football-playing dog?
What the heck's going on here?
These armed men showed up and were ready to rob this man. Maybe even hurt him. And then, number 54 from the home team is let loose, tackling this guy to the ground. Naturally, the two attackers bolt out of there, fearful one of these two dogs may be looking to notch another tackle in their stat sheet. Watch as this woman walks along the street and someone tries to mug her. But she's lucky. There's either a Good Samaritan stray dog nearby, or perhaps he's part of the neighborhood watch. Either way, he's not about to let this crime occur on his watch. The dog attacks the man, stops the crime, and even checks back on the woman to ensure she's alright. Maybe this baby isn't in true peril, but it's good to know that if she ever was, she's got two giant dogs watching over her. If she's ever in her crib and yells, "Help!" because she wants giant fluffy cuddles immediately, her big dog will come to the rescue and jump into her crib with her. Quick, this baby needs 150 cc's of Snuggles. Stat! This family's neighbor's home caught on fire and began spreading to their home, unbeknownst to them. Their dog Sasha became aware, loudly barking and running into their baby's room. The mother followed her and then noticed the fire. By this point, Sasha was already grabbing their baby by the diaper and dragging her to safety. Like they say, where there's smoke, there's Sasha. Alright, this wasn't a corn maze, just a cornfield, but people still get lost in them. People like little 2-year-old Mason, who got lost for 3 hours. Luckily, both his English Springer Spaniels stayed with him, barking, alerting searchers to their whereabouts. Had Bella, Grace, and Maddie not stayed with him for protection and to call to searchers, who knows when and if they would have found Mason. This dog reminds me of Adam Sandler in The Waterboy. Admittedly, he's a lot better trained. Watch this reenactment of a baby wandering off just slightly, just enough for a kidnapper to pursue. And then watch the water dog tap into his inner Sandler and boom! That's tackling fuel right there. When little Peyton wandered off, he got lost for hours. 911 was called, searchers deployed. It was a scary situation. But this family's border collie, Ashpoo, was also missing this whole time. Missing for real? Not really. Just staying with Peyton to protect them. Ashpoo located the searchers, barked and ran off, leading them to Peyton. Ashpoo wondered what took these searchers so long to find them. Might be time for an Ashpoo search class. What do you have included in your pregnancy plan? Mapped out routes to hospitals, breathing exercises, protection dog, the usual, right? This might become the newest fad for parents to be. A dog that will not let anyone touch the pregnant woman's belly. Pregnant women must grow tired of that anyway. It's true, heroes come in all sizes. Big dogs, small dogs. If you put something near their little kid, be it your hand or some weird toy, they cannot allow that. And you'll experience the wrath of either a full body tackle or a bite from half-inch teeth. Don't come at these little kids if you aren't ready for the consequences. See you next time.